What's going on, everybody? It is TSJ. Welcome back to the June edition, the second edition of the TSJ Roundtable discussion. This is just where I have some very important people from my Discord. We discuss various topics, mostly Total War related. Today's topics are going to be mostly around Total War Troy, a little bit about the PlayStation 5, and just the general social media public opinion on Total War in terms of YouTubers, stuff like that. That's going to be kind of a minor one, maybe one of the last ones. But definitely today we're going to focus a lot on Total War Troy, Total War Saga's Troy, because we've got a ton of gameplay information about it the last month. So lots of good stuff to talk about. Joining us, we've got Total Spits from last time. We've also got... we've got new... Bloodlust, he's actually a moderator for the TSJ server. And then Punisher as well will be joining us a little late. So expect him as well.
I'm not new.
He's not new.
I've been on your channel a lot.
He's new to the to the roundtable discussion. But yes, he's one of the original for the Discord. But anyway, let's start off talking about Total War Saga Troy. Kind of haven't really asked you guys about it, or really anyone in the server for that matter, what they thought about it. Let's hear what you guys think. Whatever you've seen about it or heard about it, you excited for it anymore? Because they've given us, a lot of gameplay on it already.
I'm just curious real quick. I guess this is just for me. Did we ever actually truly discuss them changing it to free, the Epic Games thing?
No. No,
yeah,
we didn't.
So what the actual I don't agree with that whatsoever, because you literally have 24 hours on the Epic Games Store to download it for free forever, and then I think for the first month or something like that, or was it the first year, they're going to keep it on the Epic Games thing instead of on Steam. So I think Epic Games and Steam are having a little bit of fight out for Total War. I don't agree with it. I don't like it because personally I like Steam more because, well, I'm biased. But
right.
I think their play to do that, I think, is trying to draw more people towards Epic Games as a Steam store type thing. But again, I think it's to do that for especially I think it's free for a whole year on Epic Games' thing. But again, Epic Games gave us Fortnite, and that's just my opinion.
Oh, is that this sounds?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Is that how you play?
They're the people that produce Fortnite, and the thing that make it even more funny is Fortnite wasn't originally supposed to be that type of game. It was supposed to be a zombie building survival game, and they turned it into a fucking battle royale.
See,
I remember watching it. Yep, I was watching all that stuff, but everyone's doing the whole battle royale thing, so it wouldn't surprise me if somehow Total War wanted to hop in on that shit. But
they did kind of wasn't it Arena?
Was it
Wasn't
Arena
that a
that's
battle?
That was no Arena was far
Arena was
2 years
more
ago.
Yeah, Arena was more for war gaming type stuff, where it's you have the 3 men, 3 squads, and you're just playing it out with I think up to 18 people.
Okay.
Or something like that, 20
30.
people.
It was
30? Was it 30 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh no, it was 20. It was 10.
It was 20. Yeah, it was supposed to be a super low type thing, but there's that. But
hopefully they don't move in that direction. I kind of like the grand strategy of it.
Well, again, we talked about I guess last month for those who were watching it, and if you didn't, go watch it because you're an if you don't, because that's just rude. But all right, yeah. So they're doing this whole freaking card game now for Total War. That's the heartstone of it all, and
oh,
it's
Elysium.
stupid.
I got a closed access for that, by the way. I can play that if I wanted to.
Yeah. You should show and tell that stuff and see how it is, because I'm sorry if you.
I don't even want to try it.
It's not Total War. Anyway, I digress. For the whole Troy thing, I think what they're doing with the whole yearly exclusive for the Saga series, I think it's going to be a little bit of a...
Is it yearly?
Warning.
Is that what they're doing?
It's for a year. It's for a year. It's going to be exclusively on Epic Games, is gaming thing. But you can buy it. You can download it for free off of theirs. Completely keep it by itself for free if you get it after 24 hours after its release.
Well, Blood, what do you think about that? You like that, or?
I disagree with everything he just said. Not everything, but
Well, let's hear it.
the reason Epic that Total War's going with Epic Games is because they're getting banked. That's really what it
Right.
comes down to.
They're getting a fat paycheck from So you're saying CA is getting a big paycheck from Epic Games.
They wouldn't go exclusive for a whole year and have it free if they weren't getting a paycheck.
They have to be getting paid by...
And it has to be at
Well,
least...
yeah, they have to go where the money goes. It's any business. They have
Yeah.
to go where the money goes. Obviously, I think Steam needs to rank it up then, but I'm curious how they're going to do Workshop.
Oh, you know what? That is true.
Yeah,
But
how are they going to do mods?
Does
I
Epic
think
Games
there's
not
gonna
have...
be mods?
Epic Games doesn't have the same type of mod capabilities as Workshop does for
Well,
Steam.
they've said that most of their newer Total Wars, within like a month, within a month or so, they usually will release that. But like you guys are saying, it won't have it for like a year, because if Epic Games doesn't offer that, then you can't do anything about that then. And
I also... Oh,
no,
you
go ahead.
if it... I feel like it's going to have the same thing as Thrones of Britannia. It's going to be super popular like the first month or two, and then it's just going to go downhill. And then no one's going to...
You mean like when it's on the Epic Games store or on Steam?
Yeah, when it's on Epic Games, because all the other Total Wars aren't on Epic Games as well. So it's like, it's just by itself. You have to actively go to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and depending how much it costs, too.
it's probably going to be like...
$40.
It's going to be like 40, 45.
Yeah. That's
'Cause
usually how much the
that's
Saga
where-
is.
Yeah, that's how much the other Saga was. I think Saga now took the helm of Fall of the Samurai and
Yeah.
those guys too. So those guys also took that helm for that exclusive. Not exclusive, but for that. So it's Shogun to Thrones of Britannia and now Troy. That Saga's taking over.
I just can't believe we have to wait a year. Assuming you don't get it on Epic Games. I mean,
I'm
next
probably
summer. Are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it just because I want the free. Because I'm not gonna pay $45 for that shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's the only reason why I'd get it is if they literally because it's free for the first 24 hours. Hell yeah, I'm gonna
The
get it.
second I saw that on the Discord, I was like, "Hey,
You
That's
screwed
how
up.
Everyone's
my
gonna
phone.
get it. Everyone's
Yep.
gonna get it. For
Oh yeah,
free.
they're gonna get it. It's gonna probably last for a solid 2 months. Then they're gonna realize that probably the multiplayer the custom games and stuff for it are gonna be absolutely ass. I guess I've been watching. I guess if you want me to more lean towards like the actual gameplay and watching some of the videos, I did watch it. It seems to be a lot more towards switching hands type thing. Like, oh, we're gonna switch. Like, I guess what is it? One of the weapons. Like, it went from archer to pike.
Which I kind of look. I know some people don't like that. I've always said it would be so cool if like you're playing, I don't know, Rome 2 or Medieval 2, and it would be so cool if you could just put your shield away and then they fight with like a two-handed sword, or it'd be kind of cool. Because in real life that would.
You press Alt and you attack. You don't have to wait till their ammo's gone.
What do you mean?
You just press
like,
Alt and attack.
For all of them?
For medieval I think for medieval for Rome 1. And I think for Rome 2, I think you can click melee only.
Oh, the melee only, I understand.
Yeah, because that's switching out your weapon out and going into combat.
Yeah, right. And so for Medieval 2, you can do that?
Yeah, for Medieval 2, you just press Alt.
Oh.
Alt pulls up with the sword. I think Rome 1 does it too.
I learned something today.
Yeah, Alt, and then click. Dude, how do you not know that?
I did not.
I've watched your multiple videos. You're doing a series.
I just learned in Medieval 2 I had to use like the cheat codes to get past that crash to desktop on Divide and Conquer. I had to like auto win a battle. I had to teleport my general. It was ridiculous, but I got past it, and we're good to go. So there you go. So I guess it's kind of inconsequential then, this new like addition then, the fact that they're like switching from spears
I'm curious what that's going to do. Is that going to do in terms of like
stats probably, right?
Stats, and whether or not like horses charge into you with your spears in hand, or is that going to be your bow in hand? You know what I mean? It's like, it's maybe a little bit more micromanaging of it,
right.
But there's that. It looks a lot like Attila's. I guess Attila's are more like Thrones of Britannia, like UI looking.
Right.
For like the troops and stuff, when you see like their icons up, like, oh, that's an archer, that's a cav. It looks kind of like that still. So, I guess that's all right with me. I'm really picky, but again, this isn't the big stream Total War that's coming out. This is just the Little League type
This
stuff to
is
get people
like
into it.
this is gonna hold historical people over till the next big. I'm assuming until the next big title comes out because I mean a
Which
historical
needs to be-
title.
Well, this is more of a mystical. It's kind of like
Definitely.
they took Three Kingdoms and they're using more of the fable of it, like the unrealistic one. I can't remember what it's called.
Because they've got
Myth.
like the Minotaur. Have you seen that? How
Uh,
they have like the Minotaur
I
creature
think I haven't
thing.
seen that part, but they obviously have creatures in it because it's supposed to be off the Odyssey.
Right.
And off I guess Homer's writings. So it's kind of like how they did for the Three Kingdoms one off the writings of like the Chinese scriptures and stuff about that
Right.
time. It's like some of it's not realistic or some of it's exaggerated, so they have a realistic term for it.
Yeah.
But then they have non-realistic, so they could play a part into that. It'd be cool because I could definitely see DLC coming out for Odysseus.
That
Like
would
the
be
Odyssey.
cool.
Definitely could see that part of it.
Did they ever release DLC for Thrones of Britannia? I
No.
don't think that they did.
No, but it wouldn't surprise me if they would because it's a little different than Thrones of Britannia.
I just hope that I've watched a lot of YouTubers, bigger ones, talking about this game, and a lot of them are very weary about it, talking about because it's on Epic Games. Obviously, they're doing it for the money. I hope that they're wrong in the sense that they're not just going to like, well, here's the game. There's no support for it, like any support at all. Like, yeah, it's a good game. It's got glitches though, and yeah, we'll get around to fixing that.
Basically,
eventually.
Rome
basically,
2.
yeah,
Exactly.
first 2 years of Rome 2.
That would be
still,
awful.
Still Rome 2.
Still Rome 2? Oh god.
Yeah.
No,
No, 'cause there's
still
still some
Empire,
glitches.
still Empire.
Dude, I would love an Empire 2 so bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
Empire
that
would
would
be
be
so much fun.
Solid.
Yeah, give me better ship combat.
That's
I
the
think
thing, man. Like they're CA, they have such a dedicated player base, and we're not cryptic at all. We're like, yeah, we will spend $60 if you make a fully fledged.
Up the
this title.
graphics, the mechanics of it.
Add some
Fish out-
features.
Yup, fix some things there. Add a little bit more. I guess of the things that a lot of people enjoyed from the original one, because I think that's what they tried to do with between Rome 1 and Rome 2, and then failed at it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I remember my favorite part about Rome 1 is that I didn't have to have a general in every single one of my things. I could just have captains.
I know a lot of veteran Total War players say that really, they really didn't like that. I mean, you get used to it because they've all been like that since Rome 2, but I would get it if you're like a veteran Total War player and you're like,
Oh god, I miss that.
Yeah, it is really really annoying when you have to put a general with an army. You know, it would be
Yeah,
kind
'cause
of
you
cool because you could have like two units of legionnaires just like harassing the enemy. I don't know, it would be kind of cool.
Well, it was nice because then you can actually move infantry to the generals
Mm-hmm.
and have them set up for attacks, or just have a whole thing and like, oh, I don't have a general, but that's okay. My men are going to be kind of shit, but that's all right. You kind of when you got into the older games, you're like, all right, that's fine, all right, that's fine. But a lot of
Mhm.
it too was broken because everyone could find the like what is it, Legends of Total War. I think I watched so many of his videos going like, yeah, the game's super easy and broken. Just do this, and I'm like, really?
Medieval
You just-
2?
Where the hell was this when I was
Yeah.
fucking 8 years old, 9 years old?
Yeah,
What
he's
the
so
hell?
good at that game.
God, he's a legend. Literally.
Blood, do you have do you play the Warhammer games? Bloodlust
Yeah,
or
I
no?
play Warhammer a lot more.
You do?
Yes.
So you're probably looking forward to Warhammer 3.
Honestly, I could care less.
Why?
I like Rome 2 as well. The only problem I was having was the black screen glitch. So it was basically unplayable until I got my new computer.
Oh,
And
I
now
see.
I'm able to play that a lot more. And I'm also able to play Warhammer at higher graphics. And I'm like, oh my god, this
So-
is some quality.
So it doesn't bug you that Troy is going to have elements of fantasy in it? Because if they didn't want to add elements of fantasy, they could have just really stretched the historical writings of it. You know,
I
they
mean,
could have
yeah,
done
with
that.
Historical, you only get so far, and if it's
Mhm.
one of these Saga games if it's supposed to last for like 2 years at least, I think that's what they're going for because of the
Right.
whole 1 year exclusive thing. then I feel like they need to be able to add on to it, and the only way they would be able to add on is if they could, if they stuck historically, then they wouldn't be able to really add that much more on without going into another time period. But if you start doing more mystical things, then you can stay in that same area, and you can go more like Greek mythology, Roman mythology, in that whole Troy thing. That's what I kind of want to see happen with it. It won't. I don't think it will, at least. But that's what I wish Total War Troy.
You'd like them to add more mythology to it?
I mean, yeah, have a solid balance between the mythology and the history, because both went hand in hand back then.
Right.
Are we talking about with like Rome, or are we talking about more for this upcoming game with Troy?
This upcoming one.
I definitely hope so. I hope they add that in, because again, it's off of the
Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah, it's off the Odyssey, or is it the Iliad?
Yeah, I mean, again, if you look at any of the gameplay, you can see they add this one of the. It's kind of like the heroes from Three Kingdoms. It's like this Minotaur, which is this. It's like a creature 3 or 4 times the size of your regular unit man.
It's the bull. It's the bull, ain't it?
Yeah.
Bull-based, yeah.
So I mean, it's it's cool. They're clearly. I hope that they're having fun with this game, which is ultimately what we want. Like if they're having fun making it and developing it, we're gonna have fun playing it. So I hope
add the dual mechanics. I would love that.
I'm assuming it does, because I'm looking at I'm looking at one of the videos right now, and it's like Hector and Achilles, and they're fighting just those two.
Yeah.
And I really wish. I don't know if it's not developed yet, but I really wish they showcased their videos with blood and gore. I don't know if they're doing it to avoid like a rating, to avoid being demonetized or something. They could.
They're probably gonna do a DLC for that shit.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the DLC. It'll definitely be a DLC. I just wish they would showcase their videos with the blood.
Hey.
We are. How you doing? Pretty good. We're in the middle of talking about Troy right now. You have any thoughts on it?
Well, I'm still not sure how I feel. Like I'm gonna say the last time, because like I'm gonna say what I said last time. I would prefer if they did something like a Bronze Age, complete Bronze Age Total War. That would be maybe historical Bronze Age without any magic or historical.
You want something? Historical. You want something with like the Assyrians,
I want. That's correct. I want to see the ancient Egyptians, Babylonians, whatever you want to call those.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That would actually
because we already know what happens between the Troy and everything. They can already put this in the Bronze Age pretty much, because it covers pretty much the whole era of Mycenaeans already conquering Troy. Pretty much. So I don't see if they only need to only concentrate on only a part of Greece and Asia Minor.
Yeah.
You can have a bigger battle world, just like they did for Rome too. Even for Attila, even for Three Kingdoms, like China. Like even if they put for China's still huge.
Yeah. Exactly. China, that map is really, really big for Three Kingdoms. I mean, it's big. I
think it's one of the biggest.
Oh yeah,
that they've made, like just settlement wise.
There's so many settlements in that. If you guys are TC or Punish, if you guys haven't seen it, it is a big map. There's tons of settlements.
Yeah, I need to play that game.
So that's why I kind of was for Troy, since if they put him again like Warhammer stuff like that, but not a historical. I don't see the point. I mean, it's like saying we were gonna have Medieval 3. That's the same. That's
facts.
We already talked it. Yeah.
Absolute facts. Give me that. I will totally put my money where my mouth is on that.
You ought to try that Medieval Kingdoms though. That mod.
Well, I wish they would take. You were able to take Attila and turn it like they're trying to do for 1212. And actually make it a quality game.
It's pretty good.
I know.
I know what you mean.
I'm talking about making it an actual standalone system instead of a mod.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Also, too, I really hope to God there when they create another historical game, they actually make it to where people can import maps.
What do you? Oh, like change them
That's-
around like in Medieval
Yes,
2.
yes, like do something because you're gonna get more people to play that game for like a longer time.
I think those days, honestly, I think those days are done. You couldn't do that. You can't. You haven't been able to do that since what? Napoleon or Empire?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I know what you mean. It would be really cool. It's wishful thinking, but I mean, look. Eventually, one of these days, they can only do so much, and I don't see why they wouldn't do Medieval 3 or Empire 2. They've already done Rome 2 and Medieval 2. I definitely think in the one of the next future titles in the next 5 or 6 years, which seems like a long time, we're probably gonna get an era with gunpowder again, something with with firearms because yeah, definitely we'll like I mean, if you just think about it, like they've been on swords and whatnot for so long, like melee combat. It's due time for like Victorian era. I don't know, something like that, or World War One, like the mod or something. I don't know.
World War One.
But-
How would the tanks and the planes fit in that?
Who really? Yeah, that would be freaking nuts. That's a good point. Hey, CA is always, they're always moving forward. Hopefully they'll figure something out.
But I don't think CA is fit for the planes or
No.
even tanks. That's not their genre.
That's not their niche.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
like the land combat. Yeah, I know what you mean. But anyway, so yeah, I think we've really, focused on. So hopefully, if you get Total War Tron Epic Games, it comes out in a little less than 2 months, like a month and a half, I believe, for Epic Games. So hopefully it's a good game. It'll be interesting. I guess I'll have to get it then, since it's mostly my channel. I'll have to download the Epic Games Store and then get it. Oh, it comes out really. Yeah, it comes out August 8th. Or I'm sorry, August 13th. 13th. Yeah.
Wait, this this August?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's coming up close.
Yeah. That's of course
Sure.
the day I go to Florida. Great. So lovely.
We gotta wait one more day.
One more day. So all right, well let's move on. Very briefly, I guess, guys. I don't know how many of you guys play PlayStation or anything like that, but
Nope.
I mean, even if you don't, Blood, do you play PlayStation at all?
No.
No. So, do you guys play Xbox?
Yup.
Yeah. So, even if like you play it or not, it's interesting. Every 6 or 7 years we go through this, we see like this next generation unveiled, and there's a bunch of hype, or there's like underwhelming. So, what do you guys think of that big console reveal?
Too overhyped.
Too
It should
overhyped.
Facts.
just-
I 100% agree. I think they overhyped it. It looks like a fucking Wi-Fi router.
It does.
It honestly just looks like it's like, yeah, we're gonna like look at my new Wi-Fi router. Congrats. So stupid.
Have you guys seen the size comparison?
Wow,
Between the
don't-
Xbox and the
Don't be like
and the-
that. Don't be like that.
Yeah, Punisher is very I am
It does
What?
look
What, you don't
It
like
does
comparing
look-
sizes of things?
well. It does look more futuristic. Compare a big box of trash.
I mean, it looks like a giant fridge. You can't compete with my fridge.
the memes.
Your fridge. What does it have? Nothing exactly, because you
But-
bought out your money for the trash.
Hey, it's okay. I still am using an Xbox 360 from like 2010. So
It never got the red ring.
no, my old one did. I got the new one, the Slims. I used to have the Elite from the old version that was black. That one finally got the red ring. I think last year. So I got like the Modern Warfare 3 version of the Slim. I got for like $100.
Why you need a freaking Xbox if you have a freaking PC? I don't get it. You just could get an Xbox Pass on PC and that's it. Yeah.
But I don't. But I'm using Xbox 360. They don't do that.
Oh, if you
Wow.
play on the
You
older
still- you can
Xbox.
still- you-
One, you can't.
Actually, you can because you have Xbox Live in your PC. Actually, you can. It's basically one of the announcement when you click Windows, sometimes it tells you there's an Xbox, pretty much.
Yeah, I connect my I have the adapter and I hooked up the adapter to it and I play with my controller.
So
I bought an Xbox controller, just an Xbox One controller, just to be able to play some games on Steam. So like Verdun, stuff like that. Definitely one of the best things the reveal gave us were all the memes. They were some good memes of the. I think you guys people posted them in the trash channel on the Discord. All of the PlayStation.
No, mostly me who put it.
A little too much.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we didn't have too much to talk about for the PlayStation, but you know, we'll have to wait until they both of them come out this fall. But last quick topic I want to talk about with you guys very briefly. We were kind of talking about it a little bit. Is the current state of Total War YouTubers? Is it a growing topic, like game on like the YouTube platform or Twitch or anything like that? I've even been seeing people streaming it off of like Facebook groups and stuff like that. We saw Pixelated Apollo recently mention that he's going to move away from the Total War franchise. I don't know why.
He wants to showcase more of the other games that are coming out recently.
Is that it? I didn't know if he was upset at Troy.
Well,
no, I think he's just probably
PA seems to mostly just play other games.
Bannerlord.
So he's moving away
Well,
from.
I don't know. I think his last gameplay was from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I noticed that he's playing. Yeah, he's playing a lot more games that aren't really strategy based.
Pretty sure it's because other people have started to grow in the Total War community, and the people who watched his videos finally realized that he's actually not that good at Total War. So then they started going over to like Heir of Carthage.
Shit, let me just spit out that absolute fact.
Legend of Total War, stuff like that.
Legend of Total War is really good.
That's because obviously he's never gonna watch this, so I don't really care. He came off whiny, like a little child about certain things about it, especially after his whole tournament went to shit because someone cheated.
I'm not really that good at the Total War games, but I've had people tell me that like we kind of like that it's just like a natural. You're not gonna win every battle. Like Legend of Total War wins every battle, which is cool. People like him for that. I guess I'm just like not your avid.
He fixes people's games.
Yeah,
that's what I like watching.
He's
he
so
fixes
good.
Your failures.
Yeah, he's so good that
I love hearing his voice when he sighs because he's just shaking his head, going, "How the hell did you get this far and absolutely suck?"
Yeah, honestly, he keeps it real, and I think that's why people keep going back to him because he knows what he's doing, and he knows that people are stupid.
Yeah, and I think too with Pixelated Apollo, I think doing the replays of battles and stuff is slowly dying. It was good for about 4 years of watching that type of stuff, and then now it's kind of like
that's been slowly dying down.
Yes, no one wants to watch that shit. People I don't know, like with your content, you're doing more campaigns and not really battles, but you're still playing the battles out in the campaigns. You're not just auto assigning.
Yeah.
Or auto resolving.
Yeah, that, and I'm trying to stick. People like the mods, man. People like seeing.
They like seeing things they haven't seen before.
That's because y'all can't download them correctly, so you come to my boy SJ here and they'll fix it for you.
Yeah,
He's got you. He's got millions of videos, not millions. Millions.
Someone said that the other day. They were like, "This guy literally has like this is the." He said, "This man is the GOAT of Total War download tutorials, whatever that stands for." GOAT. Well, yeah. There's I think like you said earlier, Bloodlust, that there's a lot of newer Total War YouTubers, myself included. There's that Joe on it. Hope I said your name right. There's Pope, John Paul. We're all even Celtic Warband, who's got like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, but we're all relatively new the last couple of years and are gaining a very steady, slowly growing following. But I think people just like to watch newer personalities play, like you got, you know what I mean?
I think it's because they got stuck with like Pixelated Apollo, Jackie Fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like Jackie
those
Fish.
Those are the only two that I knew. Those are like the only two people I used to watch. But now I haven't seen a recommended from Jackie Fish in forever.
they were big. They were big when the whole Lord of the Rings Total War stuff was
Yeah.
going through.
Third Age and whatnot.
Yes, and now I think it's slowly starting to die out again.
Super Jitters will get a lot of people also.
Hey, my channel's slowly been growing. I'm at
Uh-huh.
1930
I
now.
see I see like 1-2 guys living like every time in the
For the
mod
Discord?
spot.
Oh, for
Yeah.
the Discord? Yeah. Yeah,
Because,
well,
like,
I
I
just
think they
can't
just-
pass that 500 number.
I know, we've been swimming around that for a while. So make sure you join our Discord. We're so close to 500 members.
Join in and actually talk in it. Don't just join it and just sit in there. Actually interact with us because we're on here and we're bored. And fight me, please. I'm that bored.
Join in. Don't be shy. You can always ask for looking for a game to play with somebody, and if you need tutorials or something, we have Super Jew for that.
Yeah, we do
Yep.
have a ton of people in here. It's crazy that not everybody talks. Like, we have if
Yeah.
you scroll down, there's a ton of people that.
Yeah,
So,
don't be afraid to ask questions and stuff. Even if you're on the comments when the video releases, just always ask. Even if you disagree with anything that we're talking about today, or anything like that, just tell us what we want it so we can bring it up next in July, and I will find your name and I will tell you that you're wrong. I will tell you are wrong.
Yeah, next time I'll do that. I did it the first time. I didn't do it this time because we had a lot to talk about. But next time I'll be sure to post in the Discord and the YouTube wall what topics you guys want to hear. And I know that's something else people like as well. They like that I reply to pretty much all the comments on my videos. Most of them I reply to. I guess it just makes them feel like good. I guess
Makes
I don't
them
know.
feel special.
Yeah. Not many.
I
Not
know I
many people.
am.
Not many people. Not many YouTubers will do that. I guess.
Who's a
Um,
12-year-old talking shit? That's me.
And
No,
on
it's just my voice.
and on that note, we're looking for more mods for the Discord server. So join the Discord and you can become a mod.
This isn't application. Just join, and then if we
Just
like you, then
join
yeah.
and we that's what it is. On that note, guys, I'm gonna end this one because it's gone on for quite a while. It's definitely gonna be longer than the first one, which is good. Like the mod said, guys, hope you enjoyed this discussion. Be sure to check out the Discord, the Instagram, of course. Like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. I'll be sure to have a July edition out, and hopefully we can get a video out like this every month because they are really fun to do. It's nice to discuss with you guys down below and with the other people in the Discord as well. So as always, stay super, and I will see you guys next time.